Welcome to this weekly beat with me, Matoma. I'm so excited to bring today's guest. She flew all the way from Denmark to be here today, and she has formed the electronic dance scene with her beautiful voice. 800 million streams on solo dance, and collaborated with people like Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, Afrojack. She's also had an incredible story by being a street musician in Aarhus and suddenly being discovered. Her name is Theresa Rex, and I can't wait to have her in the car and be inspired by today. Hello! Hello, Theresa! Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Did you fly in yesterday or today?
I flew in yesterday.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it's been good. Just walking around Oslo.
Yeah. First time in Oslo or?
No, I've been here before, but once, and it's like a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So going back, like you got born on the border of Germany, then you moved to a town called...
Well, I went to a boarding school.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Copenhagen straight after.
Okay, so the boarding school was in...
Like in northern Jutland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've pretty much been all over Denmark.
I have.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know, like Denmark isn't that big, but like
No.
still, like to experience the culture in that fullness of like starting like in the... do you remember a lot of the time in the south of
Yeah, my mom still lives there, so I go there all the time.
Okay.
And I moved from there when I was 14, I think.
Yeah.
So I remember it very well. It was a boring little town, honestly.
And what made you like take the leap to jump into the decision of moving to Copenhagen?
Well, when I went to boarding school, I was 14, right?
Yeah.
So it was a really great experience because I'd just grown up in this town where I felt like very out of place. And then I went to that school, and then I decided not to move home.
Yeah.
And I moved to Copenhagen instead because it was a big town, and I thought maybe it would be easier to fit in there.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't because it was so big.
Yeah.
But
it was
I stayed
almost
there.
harder to find your identity there.
Yeah, a little bit, and I actually didn't know that many people who lived there. I had my sister and then all of her friends, but they were like a little bit older than me, so it was, I was just confused, I think. And then I went to live in Aarhus, which is like the second biggest town, and I loved that. And
Aarhus is beautiful.
Yeah, and it's smaller and
more identity. I feel like with all the students there, like even though like it's a slower city when it comes to like the pace of it, it's still very efficient because a lot of industrial things is happening there. Technology, like science. You have a big university hospital there. Just the culture of that place.
Yeah,
I remember
it is lovely. Also, just because it's such a study town, so everyone there is studying something, and it's young people who just moved away from home. So. And I didn't start studying right away, but I moved in a commune with 7 guys.
Yeah.
And then one of them, he played jazz. And then we started playing jazz together, and we had a jazz band.
No way.
Yeah. So I really got super into music when I moved to Aarhus.
That is so surprising that you like go from jazz to electronic dance music.
Yeah, I know.
I love that. Let's continue this talk in the studio.
Yeah, that's it. Lovely studio.
Thank you. Lovely conversation we were having earlier.
Yes.
We were just talking about the fact that you've lived 3 places in Denmark.
More, probably. Yeah, because now I live in another city now. I live in Singapore, which is out in the countryside.
Yeah.
So I bought a little house.
Oh.
Yeah.
How is that?
It's nice because I do like the big cities and I do like the traveling, but also my brain can't have all the information that it's getting. So I bought this house in the countryside. So when I'm home, it's just like so chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And peace and quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
So you like the combination between like the city life, but also like getting the calmness.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
I do. And then I just go for walks in the forest with my dog, and it's nice. You know, it's a different life.
Do you bring people into your house and have sessions there, or do you mostly like to work by yourself?
I travel a lot
Yeah.
for the sessions, and then when I work at home, it's usually just me recording vocals and stuff. And if I do local sessions, I do have another studio I can use, in Aarhus, which is much better and has more space than what I have at home.
Do you think like if you had met yourself at the age of 16 today, you being you, and then the 16-year-old version as you, and you would have said, I bought a house on the countryside in this place, would that 16-year-old have believed that?
No, probably not. No, it was she was messy. I think she would have thought I was very boring, but I think that's good because I think when I was 16, I thought I would just travel the world and play music, which is what I'm doing, but just not I wanted like an old bus and just drive around and play jazz. Yeah. And now I fly around and make dance music, so it's a different thing.
But it's still in the same realm and the universe.
Yeah, kind of.
Just like you've taken a little different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did the enthusiasm from jazz arrive?
I don't even know. I think when I was younger, I used music to drown out a lot of things going on in my house, and I would put on music and I would sing along, and I think that jazz just hit something in me. Like I found out I was really good at singing jazz, because I would also listen to like disco and hip hop, and I would listen to a bunch of different things, but when I sang jazz, that was just a different feeling. And the first EDM song that I had out was Solo Dance. Yeah. And I sort of did a jazz vocal on it. And
it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That vocal is just like one of the best vocals in the world.
Oh, thank you.
And the fact that it has reached so many streams and so many cornerstones of the world.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Yeah, thank you.
And I know that the journey has been quite interesting, because like when you were 16 years old, you definitely didn't think that you were gonna have a 800 million smash song on Spotify.
No, definitely not.
Can you tell me like the story from like when you moved from Copenhagen to Aarhus, and then what happened in the years of Aarhus?
Yeah, at first I moved to Copenhagen when I was really young. I think I was 16 or 17. And it was really hard for me to feel like I fit in. And I wanted to make music, but I couldn't find my people really. And then I had a friend from boarding school who asked if I wanted to come and make some music with him. And he lived in a commune with a bunch of guys, like with 7 guys. And I moved in there and we did some music, and it was, I really liked working with him. But in the house there lived this guy who played like Django jazz. So it's like jazz and old swing kind of music. And I knew all the songs, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And when we started playing jazz together, and then one day we were playing jazz in like a town square in Aarhus. And then a guy passed by and he gave me his card and he said, oh, please drop me an email because I want to talk to you. And that guy and his partner had written Solo Dance, and they needed a vocal for it. And then I went in and I tried the vocal, and I was like, when I left the studio, I was like, I mean, I don't even listen to pop music, but that was a good song. I can just feel like that's a good song. And then Martin Jensen put it out, and because I came like directly from the street, right? I didn't put my name on it, which was like in hindsight, big mistake, but also I didn't have an artist name or an artist project or anything. But it sort of started something, right? Because even though people didn't know that was me, then the industry knew and they wanted to work with me.
Yeah.
And so
that opened up new doors.
yes, so many.
Yeah.
And also pretty quickly after we got the Jonas Blue, What I Like About You cut, which is also a really big song. And I was flown into Belgium to work with Afrojack, and I was like, the whole world just opened for me. And I think I was at a point in my life where I was not really doing well, mentally, and so that these things just happened. It just made me say, okay, yes, I will do this. I'll go down this road, sort of, because I just finished my school, the gymnasium kind of, and then I started studying cognitive science.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, and it was really interesting, but also then solo dance happened, and a lot of other things also happened, in my personal life that was and everything was just too much to do everything at once. So I went with the music thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm so glad you did that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really glad that you trusted your instincts, because I know that there's been times where you probably have doubted those decisions.
Yeah. I mean, I am so privileged to live in Denmark where I can just sort of jump back into it. Because after a while, I thought, okay, maybe I will do an education anyway. And then I started this bioanalysis thing. But then COVID happened, and I got really sick, not from COVID, but from something else. And then I had to choose again, and I chose music again because I think I will probably always choose music, no matter how little money I make from that, But I can always jump back into it if I want to, and that's.
And even though you've been a part of songs that have generated millions for others, you still have so much worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to quit all the time, but mostly it's because of economic reasons. Yeah. And then some money will come in from somewhere, and I'll be like, "Whoa, yeah, okay, now I can do it a little bit more." And so it's always this thing, and it just sort of tells me that if money wasn't an issue, I would always do this. This is the only thing I really want to do, and it's something that I know I'm good at.
To put your voice on a record that streams that amount of streams and still can't, still be afraid of paying your bills,
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Yeah. Also because I'm a songwriter for other people, and that's not where you get the money either.
No.
It's the live thing, and I do play a little bit live, but it is hard because my audience is so spread out, and not necessarily. I mean, I have a big-ish audience, but maybe not any places locally where I can, touch down and make a huge concert or something. So it does. Live is where the money is, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do many live shows?
And not very many, but I do have a few festivals and stuff this year that I'm excited about. And
maybe I could bring you on a festival and we can perform our song.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah. But you said I got curious by what you said during the time during Corona. You said that you got sick. Can I ask what happened, or? Yeah,
sure. I mean, it was a whole thing. It was really scary, honestly, because I had been traveling with my sister, and I had felt like I had this weird noise when I would breathe. Sometimes it would be like inside my back or something. And I went to the doctor, and he said, that's a back problem. But then COVID happened, and the lockdown started, and I started coughing, and I think I was coughing for 2 months or something, and I just was telling myself it's probably COVID, maybe you got the long COVID or whatever. But then I went to the doctor, and it turned out long story short, that I had like a tumor in my lung, and it was huge. It was like the size of my head, but inside one of my lungs.
Wow.
So I didn't really have that much lung capacity or anything because, but I hadn't really noticed because I'm a singer, I think, and I also swim.
Yeah.
So I still had like 70%, even though almost my entire right lung was taken over by this tumor thing. And it was just scary going through it also in COVID because everything was so slow.
Yeah.
And no departments really wanted me because it's a really rare tumor. So when I got it out, I didn't even know what it was before it was out.
So they removed the tumor?
They removed it, yeah.
Wow.
Also, before that, they said that it was a really dangerous operation and I should, all these things. Like, I should know that it was dangerous and there were some big risks because it was really, really close to my heart. And I remember my partner, he was crying and I was just sitting there being like, okay, because it was like choking me from the inside. I couldn't really do anything. I had to get it out.
Yeah.
And then when I got it out, I was at the hospital for so long. And my mom was sitting outside the hospital because of COVID. She couldn't get in. She was just sitting there for hours waiting just to hear if I was okay. And then I could choose one person that could visit me. And I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
And then I chose my partner because he could come every day.
Yeah.
And he would be there half an hour, and that was it. And he had to leave again, and I was just sleeping through all that time because I had been.
Yeah, you were so tired.
I was so tired,
Yeah.
and I was just healing, And
what runs through your mind at that time? Like, not music, that's for sure, but like
maybe a little bit music. I think I was really afraid that it was going to take my voice somehow because I had been coughing so much and I was coughing and coughing and coughing.
And your voice is your livelihood, like it's your I understand that.
But also just like maybe not even surviving. It was really scary, and the healing was awful. Like they had to cut me open, like they cut over all my ribs, and cut me up, and I had like snakes going out in and out of. No, not snakes. What's it called? Like
cables. Like
cables.
Like
for liquids.
Yeah. To get all the bad stuff out of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember asking the surgeon because it turned out to be a teratoma, and I asked her if I could see it, and she was like, yeah. And then she came back the next day and she was like, I thought about it and I saw the picture and you're on the table like open, on the picture of the tumor. So I don't think you should see it. And I was like, no, I think you're right. Maybe that would be too traumatizing, honestly.
Wow, this is heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But now you're fine.
Now I'm fine.
Yeah.
Mostly. I do get pneumonias a lot because they took part of my lung.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of scar tissue, which means the lung isn't as flexible. So I'm more prone to infections. So I do get like at least 4 infections a year, like pneumonia.
Have you learned like breathe techniques from the hospital?
No, but I learned some stuff to like try to clear it out better. So sort of, yeah. But they're always horrible because I can't lie down or anything. It hurts so much. Also, probably because my rib cage is a little bit more rigid than it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But the crazy...
You're brave to sit there and talk about this because I could tell that this is a lot.
It was a lot, I will say. But also, I think because I've been working in the field, like I've actually sat there and like looked at teratomas up close and like this. Cut them open and looked at it. I know what's inside a teratoma, which is so, and they're fascinating to me. And then that I had one was a little bit crazy because the thing about those are that you're born with like some cells that are in the wrong place. So they can have all kinds of cells, like it can be teeth and hair and liver cells and like a bunch of different stuff. So just the thought of that being in my lung is sometimes also like a little bit gross.
But still, the fact that you found it when you found it, and got it removed when it got removed.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was a blessing because.
Definitely.
And also the fact that you had been swimming and been very active as a young person to help your lungs heal better. But like, how did it mentally and physically affect your voice? Like,
I mean, I will say that when I listen to some of the songs I recorded before I got it removed, one thing is that I got sick a lot. Like, but I can hear. I feel like I can almost hear it.
Yeah.
I think like my voice is maybe clearer now, and I can feel that I have more air.
Yeah.
And it's less effort for me to go hard, on notes and stuff.
But you still have to be a bit careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, honestly. I think
it's more like the feeling of like the day.
Yeah, but I think I was afraid that it would change my voice somehow, that I would sound different because it had been there all the time.
Have you written songs about these experiences?
Not really. I have some songs about not being able to breathe well, but that's also like the next song I have coming out is like a song about anxiety and like it's very in your body feeling, and I think I do like to write about that stuff, like how it feels to be within a body and not understanding your mind really or what's going on, because it was a big thing when I got sick. I didn't trust myself, even though I knew that something was wrong. I would tell myself like, no, you're just overreacting or stuff like that, and it turned out that I wasn't, and then somehow it made it a little bit hard for me to trust myself, as if I didn't, because I didn't listen to myself, And it's a weird thing. It's like a weird complex, but...
No, it's not weird at all. I don't think people can even imagine what you were going through.
No, and I can't even really myself either. Like,
and the fact that you sit here and is a living proof that you can have misery, but at the same time have faith in the goodness, in music, in healing.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should write this smash. Like, I'm very like I really want to dive into like the whole inspirational journey. Just like what the fact, like the reason why I get so like blown away is because I was also in the hospital for a long time with liver failure.
Yeah.
And that was brutal. And I'm just like now reliving it, and shocking.
Yeah. You also get or maybe it is mostly me, but whenever I do get the pneumonias and stuff, all of a sudden I'm so sure I'm gonna die again. And so I get like really bad anxiety attacks. Like, I've called ambulances because I was so sure I was dying. And
but that is so natural.
Yeah, because it happens to everyone, right? It's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
You just don't know when, and that's a little crazy.
Oh no, it's gonna happen when you're 95 years old and have 8 grandchildren.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes, but when that happens, it's such a raw emotion. So if you can't cope with, like, if you don't have any mechanism to help dealing with that, your whole world can collapse.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then I always feel so humiliated when I go to emergency room and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm dying, and they'll be like, have you had anxiety attacks before? And I'll be like, yeah, this is not that, but it is always that. So it's hard having your brain sometimes.
It's still very fresh,
Yeah.
New to you, COVID wasn't that long ago, and
No.
that operation wasn't more than a couple of years ago.
No, that's it.
You need to let your body heal.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
way that you're healing is by expressing. And sometimes you express silently, and other times you express loudly. And that, like, you need to understand that you are allowed to do that after something that have happened like that, where you've been traumatized like that.
Yeah.
Because you went through a big trauma, thinking that you were gonna die.
Yeah. I think that too, like, the body definitely heals faster than the mind sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Because my mind is the one that's slow. And I was riding with my friend in her car, and she's getting like a therapist education thing, and then we almost hit a bird. Like we were so close to hitting a bird, and then she said something like, "That bird is gonna forget that in a second." Isn't that amazing? Like if it had been you that would have really stuck with you, and that like put like the thought in my mind like. I wish it was that simple, right? Like, or if we could just like shake it off and be like, "Oof, that was a miss. Like, that was really close. Well, I survived. Like, that would be so nice to be so carefree." But I guess humans just aren't.
When I was in the hospital, I was in isolation, so I couldn't see my mom or anybody.
Oh, how long?
Oh, it was many weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also have a mom that is very overprotective.
Yeah.
So she was like calling the hospital all the time in the middle of the night, sitting in the hallway.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine how it was to see your mother.
Yeah. No. Well, I couldn't. When she was outside the window, it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you saw her again, how was it?
That was good. Yeah. She came and helped me home, and had everything set up. But she lives a couple of hours from me, so it's like she couldn't be there all the time anyway. Otherwise, maybe I would have chosen her also just for her fault, so she could be the one feeling like she's there to help. But there wasn't really anything to do. The nurses were amazing and kept me alive somehow.
I didn't think that we were gonna end up talking so much about this. I didn't even know that this had happened to you. So I thank you for sharing and being brave.
Thank you.
I just feel like you're a superhuman.
Yeah.
Yeah, surviving that and being so strong, jumping on a plane to Norway, just like really living your life.
Yeah, I do jump on planes quite a lot, and I love it, honestly. No, I'm just often very grateful to be here in this business that is really hard to get into, and I got like I came into it like it just happened for me, right? And I can't always understand how lucky I was, because my life has been not great either. When I was younger, everything was so messy, and then all of a sudden, like I was given this thing, and I'm really happy that I was able to take it, because I don't know where that came from either, because I had nothing under control, but I did reach out and grab this, and I think that is something that I'm really grateful for, and I'm also grateful that I listened to my body in the end. Otherwise, no, I'm sure I would have felt it at some point. It got really big before it was taken out. Yeah, but it's a crazy ride.
I've been very fascinating the entire time because I've seen your butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a moth.
Oh, it's not a butterfly. It's a moth.
Actually, it's because I had a tattoo of a cat, but it was so ugly.
Oh, so you changed it.
Yeah, so I had to get something cover up. And then I went back to the same tattooer, which was a big mistake. Because you made this moth that is not really well made either. But it's very
I love
big.
it.
Oh, thank you. I've never loved it, but I understand.
Do you know what they represent?
Being bisexual, I guess. I don't know. What else?
They, I think they represent hope.
Ah, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess...
Because they are in the same family as the butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, very well fitting. And then I have the bass arm. Do you say the bass arm?
Yeah, bass arm.
You do like... Yeah. Yeah. The
In Sweden they call it skumpa-arm.
Skumpa-arm?
Yeah.
Nice.
But so, what are you feeling today? The vibe?
Yeah, what am I feeling? I think we should do something that feels uplifting, but also is like from the soul, kind of. Yeah. What are you feeling? I love your stuff. I love that it's so happy, but also has some
emotion.
Yeah, it has some emotion. Like it has some depth into it. And,
thank you.
Yeah.
I've always tried to make music that can touch people in a happy way, but also in an emotional way.
Yeah, me too.
Like where you can have some powerful lyrics.
Yeah.
And then big chords. And,
yeah. I'm a very lyric person. I love lyrics. So,
but I do, like if you feel comfortable, I do really think there is like a story to be told through what you've gone through.
Yeah.
Maybe not in
maybe not too literal.
No, but like in a more universal.
Yeah.
Like don't give up on life.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
We could do something like that. I have some ideas.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you shared your story.
Yeah, you too.
I know it cost.
It did.
Come on, hug it out. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
The song you're hearing is Wildflowers, a powerful statement about setting your soul free. It blends trance, soul and Nordic influences in such a unique way, and me and Theresa Rex had an incredible time in the studio. I feel like we were two spirits collaborating in full force, powering all our strength and musicality into it. It's out this Friday, pre-save it now and show it some love if you feel it. And the best part, we're doing it all again next week. Catch you later and remember to spread that love.